Yes, kindly switch off your speakerphone.
मैम मेरी कॉपी अभी तक चेक होके नहीं आई.
Nothing is with me right now. If you have sent your notebook, say yesterday evening, it must be in the group. Rest all the notebooks I have checked and I have returned. So today I am going to start with this topic. Already we were doing, that is role of government in health. And role of government in health, we have discussed thoroughly about two kind of health services which we people are having. One is private health care service and second one is public health care service. If you are talking about public healthcare services, we can say public healthcare services are those which are given to us by government. And whenever the role is played by government, automatically it is always for the welfare of the people. I repeat, some disturbances from Samrat Mahindra side, kindly switch off your speaker, beta. So we have two kind of services. The medical services, we have two kind. One is public and the second one is private. When we talk about public, it is always run, operated, handled by government, and private is always with the private hand, any private individual. For example, Ambani's, right? And whenever we talk about public healthcare services, is by the government. So main motive is what? Welfare of the society. This is the main motive. And whenever we talk about private healthcare services, main motive is always to get benefit or to get profit. That is the main motive for private healthcare services. If you are talking about public health services are generally, they are cheap, they are affordable. Every human being can afford it. And if you're talking about private healthcare services, they are very expensive. Normal person can't afford to have such services. So this is about public. And if you're talking about hospitals in Jalandhar, if you're taking the names, we can say public may we have civil hospital. All this we have discussed in a civil hospital. And if you are talking about private hospitals, we have number of private hospitals in Jalandhar. Say we have Tagore Hospital, Joshi Hospital, NHS Hospital, and number of other hospitals in Jalandhar. Okay? So we have talked about with this reference to one of the example of two students, two kids. One belonged to poor family, another belonged to Ranjan and Aman, if I'm not wrong with the names. So we talked about them also, right? So we have seen the public, we are very rich in the sense we had maximum number of doctors we produce every year in our country. Maximum hospitals also we have, but whenever we talk about the facilities are not so much up to mark. So this already we have discussed. So all these points, moving ahead now, topic is, do you think healthcare facilities are available to every one of us? I repeat my question. Arjun, sit down at one place, please.
No.
I repeat my question. Is adequate healthcare facilities are available to everyone? Everyone is having?
No.
Answer is?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Yes.
No, ma'am.
Poor people can't afford these services.
Okay.
Poor people can't afford the higher facilities and they don't have enough money to have better treatment.
Yes, right. So every one of us can't afford to have all medical facilities. You know? Some of us are rich, some of us are poor, some of us can afford to have medicines, expensive medicines, some of us can't afford. Like when we talk about COVID which is going on, the last injection which is used at the last stages, that cost us to 60,000-70,000. It's extremely expensive, and normal person can't afford to have such. So what does it mean here? Healthcare facilities should be available to every one of us equally, because this is our basic right. It is a duty of the government to provide us all these facilities. But hota kya hai? Actually, these facilities are not available to every one of us. In our country, we face this problem कि जो private services हैं, the private hospitals, private dispensaries, private clinics, they are increasing rapidly. उनका नंबर बहुत ज़्यादा नंबर में है private hospitals and all that. But when we talk about public hospitals, limited. Just I have taken the example of public, we have civil hospital in Jalandhar. But if I talk about private, number of privates, every locality we have private hospitals. 2-3 तो मैंने वैसे ही गिना दिया. Tagore is there, Joshi is there, Pasricha is there, NHS is there, then Arman is there. Number of hospitals are here, है ना? So private hospitals.
National kidney.
हाँ जी. Yes.
National.
Okay, so the first point is इसकी difference यहीं पे आ गया. We have less number of or lack of public as compared to private. Private we have number, ठीक है. Second, inadequacy if we are talking about, we have more number of hospitals or medical facilities in urban areas as compared to rural areas. Rural areas we have lack of medical facilities. Urban areas we have more medical facilities. So why so? This already we have discussed. कि urban areas doctors prefer to work in urban areas because they have chances कि जो फीस ज़्यादा होगी, people can afford to spend and automatically जो doctors की income बढ़ेगी. So this is also one of the reasons. Third point we can say, whenever we talk about medical facilities, women are generally deprived of it. Still in our country, जो treatments both say male and female में से दोनों में suppose female is not so well, उसके लिए generally treatment is not up to mark. उसको hospital generally नहीं लेके जाया जाता. I'm not talking about Punjab, not talking about your families. I'm talking about as a whole in India. Condition of women that is not at all so good when we talk about medical facilities. So medical facilities are not actually available to women. So from all these points, we can say this medical facilities या healthcare facilities are not at all equal. There's a difference. Private more expensive, public affordable, but generally concentrated in urban areas. Rural areas we have lack of all these facilities, plus women are deprived of this, plus poor people are deprived of these facilities as compared to urban people. Hanji, anyone having any doubt in this? Like if you're talking about 20% of our population, they can afford to have all medicines. Only 20. Rest of the 80 मतलब mediocre to lower middle class people, poor people. सिर्फ 20% लोग अपनी ट्रीटमेंट ले सकते हैं इंडिया में फुल फ्लैज, बाकी नहीं ले सकते in the sense they can't afford to have such facilities. They are poor and we know very well medical is extremely expensive. हमें पता है कि भाई भगवान ना करे किसी के घर में से कोई से सब person is suffering from corona and he or she is getting got admitted in hospital. We have seen, we have read in the newspaper that so and so much expensive it is. बहुत पैसा लगता है, लाखों में पैसे लगते हैं. So poor people can't afford to have such, they can't afford to have medical facilities. ठीक है? 40% of people in India, those who are admitted to a hospital, they generally, ये survey है कि हमारे country में suppose जितने hospital people are there, उसमें से patients are there, 40% patient, they take money, they borrow money from someone to get treatment. Means वो afford ही नहीं कर पाते, पैसा ही नहीं है, जो थोड़ा बहुत था वो लग गया, and whatever amount of money they need, they have to borrow it from their relative or friend or from this and that place. This shows actually it is required. Is this point clear? And you know, one more thing is very common, poor families, those who are poor, so they are not having nutritious diet. Definitely their immune system is very weak. Their immune system is very weak and they will fall again and again ill. वो बार-बार बीमार होते हैं. क्यों हो रहे हैं? Because their immune system is not so well. Why their immune system is not so well? Because they don't have nutritious diet. Plus the area where they are living, that is not up to mark. They are living in a slum area. Plus the water which they are consuming, that is not at all clean, neat and clean water. Plus the sanitation facilities means जिस जगह पे वो रह रहे हैं वो साफ सुथरा नहीं है. And if that place is not up to worth living there, automatically people would suffer from number of diseases and they would fall again and again. बार-बार बीमार हो गए तो क्या हो जाएगा? हमारा immune system और weak हो जाएगा. Immune system बहुत ज़्यादा weak हो जाएगा तो automatically will attract to more and more diseases. हमें ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बीमारियां लगेंगी. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बीमारियां लगेंगी तो क्या हो जाएगा? वैसे ही हमारे कंट्री में वी डोंट हैव प्रॉपर मेडिकल फैसिलिटीज अफोर्डेबल बाय पुअर पीपल. सो एक तो पॉवर्टी है, दूसरा वो बार बार बीमार हो रहे हैं, तीसरा वो खर्चा अफोर्ड नहीं कर पा रहे. दैट्स व्हाई दे सफर फ्रॉम मोर नंबर ऑफ डिजीजेस एंड उनका डेथ रेट इज आल्सो हाई. इज दिस पॉइंट क्लियर ऑल ऑफ यू? ऑल ऑफ यू क्लियर? सो सिर्फ लैक ऑफ मनी ही नहीं, प्लस कंडीशंस वेयर दे आर लिविंग. जिस जगह एक तो गरीब है, प्लस जिस जगह पे दीज पीपल आर लिविंग वो जगह ही साफ सुथरी नहीं. अगर वही जगह साफ सुथरी है तो अप टू सम एक्सटेंट समथिंग कैन बी डन, राइट? सो व्हाट कैन बी डन? नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज व्हाट कैन बी डन बाय द गवर्नमेंट. नाउ व्हाट कैन बी डन, इसके लिए बहुत ही बढ़िया एग्जांपल्स हैव बीन सेट अप बाय वन ऑफ द स्टेट्स ऑफ इंडिया एंड वन ऑफ द कंट्रीज ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. So first of all, we'll talk about what can be done. is by one of the states of India. The name of the state is Kerala. Kerala. You know what happened in Kerala in 1996? Kerala is one of the states of India. Where is Kerala, bache? In which part of India Kerala is situated? North, south, east, west?
South. Ma'am, south.
Okay. Name any two neighboring states of Kerala. Any two?
Ma'am,
Hmm? Yes.
Tamil Nadu,
Yes. And
Madras.
Tamil Nadu and Odisha.
Odisha तो नहीं है. Here we have Kerala. Yes, here it is visible.
Ma'am, Madras.
Madras is right now no state. This is Kerala. This is Karnataka. This is Tamil. This is Kerala. This is Andhra, Maharashtra. So Karnataka and Tamil primarily. Odisha is here, beta. Madras is earlier Chennai. Right now we don't call it Madras. कहाँ से याद आ गया? Okay. So we are going to discuss about the two major examples. One is of our state, that is Kerala, this state. अब let's see क्या हुआ. 1996 में Kerala government decided कि we will provide more money to the panchayats. Panchayat is the lowest level of the government. पंचायत है, गांव, पता है ना आपको, जैसे we have गांव, village areas we have, districts we have, blocks, then state we have. So just है, is there any Dakshdeep Singh in your class, beta? Puranji, is there any Dakshdeep Singh in your class?
Yes, ma'am.
So 1996, Kerala government decided that 40% of the budget. Now what is budget? What is budget?
Ma'am, rough estimation
Ma'am,
of the
sum of
money.
money.
Rough
Sum
estimate.
of money.
Huh? Okay. Estimation of money. जैसे we make every year budget बनाया जाता है for the country. Just let's talk about your family only. Say your father is earning and your mother is earning. A single person is earning. After every month he is getting salary. Say salary is 50,000 for example. 50,000 salary में parents they have to decide क्या क्या कहाँ खर्चना है. Say 5,000 is your fee and all that. 10,000 is for the grocery kitchen items. 5,000 is for the bills. 5,000 is for this and that. This is what? Expenditure and income. How much income we are having? How we are expending? How we are spending? किस चीज पे ऊपर we are spending the money? So this whole is actually collectively known as budget. In the same way, in 1996, Kerala government decided that 40% of the income of the Kerala, it should be given in, that is a part of the budget. जो budget है 100 rupees का, उसमें से 40%, 40 rupees would be given to Kerala panchayats. Kerala की panchayats को देना. Now here question can come in your mind, why to provide 40% to panchayats of Kerala? Any one of you? Is regarding healthcare facilities. Option. Use your mind and let me know. Why to provide 40%?
ताकि वो villages के लोगों की help कर सके.
Ma'am, for the improvement of villages.
Okay, that's right.
To increase the health
Provide health
centers.
facilities.
Yes.
So that they could provide proper facilities to people.
Perfect. 40% money was given to panchayats or
So
panchayat.
that people can live easy.
Yes.
They can have a proper life.
Okay. So panchayat को ये बोला गया, you can spend this money for the upliftment of that your area, your village area. अब upliftment किस चीज की करनी है? Upliftment करनी है लोगों की health की, to upgrade the health of the people, to provide sanitation to them, to provide water facility to them, to provide a neat and clean environment, to provide them working facilities in the rural areas only, so that they should not move to the city areas and should not create crowd there. So ये सारे basic facilities to provide to the panchayats. Panchayats को बोल दिया गया. And panchayats spent those 40% income budget में जो थी on the development of all the villages of Kerala. And right now in Kerala, we know very well. School education also provided. 100% education is there. Literacy is there in Kerala. Kerala has developed or is also developing as a prominent healthcare facility center in India, not only in India, even in the world. People from abroad, from other countries of the world, they visit Kerala every year for treatment, for medical treatment. Kerala mein every year tourists are increasing. Now, why maximum tourists are coming to Kerala? Because of medical treatment. So, Kerala mein which tourism is increasing? Medical tourism is increasing. Kyun? Because look at the effort made by government in 1996 to provide 40% of the development of villages, and instructions were given to them. Villages को properly develop करना है. No one should be deprived of education. If you are educated, तो automatically you can easily choose between right and wrong. पानी गंदा है, you would इसकी नहीं, गंदा पानी हमने नहीं पीना है, जंक फूड हमने नहीं खाना है. So provide education. They provided healthcare facilities to them. They provided neat and clean drinking water to them. They provided proper sanitation facilities to them. They provided education to them. So all facilities were given by panchayats to the people living in Kerala. Got it? It happened only and only because of the money which was given. Totally autonomy, totally power was in the hands of panchayat. कि उन्होंने क्या किया, केरल गवर्नमेंट ने, they started eradicating, removing problem from the base of Kerala. हर एक कंट्री का, हर एक स्टेट का बेस विलेज होते हैं, गांव होते हैं. गांव में जब डेवलपमेंट होगी, ऑटोमेटिकली डेवलपमेंट वुड टेक प्लेस एवरीवेयर. जस्ट इमेजिन, से वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द गांव पंजाब, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द विलेजेस ऑफ पंजाब. इफ वी सेट अप, जस्ट गिविंग यू वन एग्जांपल, ना आपने राइट और रॉन्ग बोलना है. इफ वी सेट अप इंडस्ट्रीज इवन इन द विलेजेस, शहरों में, अर्बन एरियाज में वी हैव नंबर ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज. बिकॉज ऑफ नंबर ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज हो क्या रहा है, पीपल फ्रॉम द विलेज एरियाज they are migrating to the city areas. They're coming to the city areas. They're coming to the city areas. It means they are putting pressure, they are putting burden on the cities. What kind of pressure? Pollution, they have increased. Land area, they are using it, plus sanitation, plus water, plus crowded area, slums, conflicts, ladai, jhagde, violence, pollution everywhere, environment is in danger. And on the other hand, people are moving from rural to urban. तो rural में क्या हो गया? People are, less number of people are in the rural area. So rural areas are not developing. Now just imagine, if we reverse the condition, if we set up industries or economical conditions in both the areas, rural as well as urban, यहाँ पे भी इंडस्ट्री लगा दें, अर्बन में भी इंडस्ट्रीज लगा दें, यहाँ पे भी स्कूल कॉलेजेस खोल दें, यहाँ पे भी खोल दें, what would happen? People would stop migrating. All both the areas would be equally developed. If both the areas would be equally developed, there would be no pollution, no slum area, no crowded, nothing. Agree or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Agree or not? Only one child?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next point, we have the example of Costa Rica. Costa Rica is the name of the country. बहुत ही beautiful example they have set. Really appreciate. And after listening to this, you will say, yes, ma'am, it is really. One of the countries in South America, they decided, छोटी सी country है, and this country is number one from health point of view. Now, how come this country is number one from health point of view? इस country के government ने सोचा, we will not keep army. I repeat, country ने, government ने सोचा, we will not keep army. We know very well, if we have to keep army, we have to spend money on them. तो उन्होंने कहा कि हमने आर्मी रखनी नहीं है. But instead of the money which we have to spend on army, what we will do, we'll spend the same money for the construction of schools, colleges, construction of dispensaries, health facilities and all that, basic facilities. We'll provide them water. कि जो खर्चा हमने आर्मी को रखने के लिए करना है, डिफेंस को रखने के लिए करना, वही खर्चा, वही पैसा we are going to utilize here for the development of human resources. And this country has shown, given us 100% result. Take an example of our country.
कंट्री का नाम,
हाँ जी,
मैम कंट्री का नाम ग्रेनेड है.
people are what?
मैम ही इज सेइंग कंट्री का नाम ग्रेनेड.
Country का नाम is Costa Rica. It's in South America. COSTA RICA.
साउथ अमेरिका.
South America. So because of this in South America, there is proper sanitation, there is proper health facility, there proper food is there, nutritious diet is there, education, everything is there. Now let's compare Costa Rica with India. We are the topmost countries of the world when we talk about the defense, army, Air Force and Navy. From north to east till south, we have to protect our borders. So many army people, so many defense forces we are serving. Serving in what does it mean here? We are spending money on them because they are protecting our area, protecting our country. Definitely that is also required because हमारे जो आसपास के हालात वैसे नहीं है जैसे कोस्टा रिका के हैं. So we have to protect. So automatically just imagine if the money which we spent on the armed forces, the same money is spent on the development, on providing education, sanitation, healthcare, nutritious diet, we can well imagine the condition of our country. It would improve. This is quite clear. So with this, I end up with the topic. Any doubt if you have, kindly ask.
मैम अगर वो सारा ये मनी स्पेंड एजुकेशन या स्कूल्स पे कंस्ट्रक्शन वगैरह में कर देंगे तो फिर जो वो आर्मी में पहले स्पेंड कर रहे थे तो फिर उनकी बॉर्डर्स कौन प्रोटेक्ट करेगा?
दोबारा बोलो मुझे नहीं समझ. अगर वो स्पेंड कर देंगे आर्मी एंड स्कूल्स एंड एजुकेशन एंड ऑल दैट, दे वुड स्पेंड मनी ऑन दैट, देन व्हाट वुड हैपन?
उनकी मैम बॉर्डर्स को कौन प्रोटेक्ट करेगा उस कंट्री के?
वेरी राइट एक्चुअली. हाँ, बॉर्डर को कौन प्रोटेक्ट करेगा, बट वहां पे आई कैन से कि तभी मैंने बोला सिचुएशंस वेरी. जिस कंट्री की मैं बात कर रही हूँ, दिस इज ऑलरेडी अ कंट्री व्हिच इज सराउंडेड बाय पीसफुल, देयर इज नो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट विद द नेबरिंग कंट्रीज. कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स नहीं है, हमारे तो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स ही बहुत ज्यादा है ना?
यस मैम.
हमारे तो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स बहुत ज्यादा, तो वी कांट. आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू कि हमारी सिचुएशन इज एंटायरली डिफरेंट फ्रॉम देयर सिचुएशन. If we won't have our army, some of the country definitely would attack on us because we are actually resource country. We are the country which is rich in different kind of resources. Like in the past, we have done, we might have done number of European power, Dutchies, Portuguese, French, Britishers, they came to India. They wanted to capture us. Why they came to India? Why they wanted to capture? Because we are full of resources. So if we won't have our own army, any other neighboring country can do easily attack on us. And our history says with number of evidences that हमारे country में there are number of, not all, but yes, बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग भी हैं, those who say, okay, give me some amount of money, I'll give you whole record of India, I'll hold secrets of India. This is very common in our country. We suffer due to this. History tell us, evidences show us, we suffer due to this. So, but one thing is here, whatever amount of corruption is so much in our country, that is one of the worst thing. But yes, whatever resources we are having, if we'll start using those resources, then something can happen. And who would start using those in the coming generation? आप लोग जब बड़े हो जाओगे, you should think about it. Should not involve yourself in such corruptive malpractices. Should think about our country. Okay?
Okay.
With this, chapter is over, and let's do the question answers now. Can I start? All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ji. Who would?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. First question, beta. Yes. Any one of you? Okay, मैं बोल दूँ. In this chapter, you have read that health is a wider concept than illness. Is it okay? Is it wider concept than illness? How? Why? Any one of you? How and why health is a wider concept? Yes? Bhavya, you want to say something?
Ma'am, if any country will make healthcare centers and health facilities, then the people will not suffer from illness.
Yeah, bye.
So here question is, health is wider concept than illness. Illness is a narrow concept. I'm healthy, I'm not suffering from any illness, mental and physical. Illness just tell us about the physical health. Health tell us about mental as well as physical health. Is this point clear? That's why it's a wider concept. All clear, Bhavya? Okay. Look at this quotation from the Constitution and explain the term living standard and public health in your own words. So that Dakshdeep, something wrong is with you, bache. Speaker phone is on and some voice is coming. Okay. Statement is, an important part of the Constitution says it is a duty of the state to raise the level of nutrition and the standard of living and to improve public health. What does it mean? Arjun, have you listened to the question? What is the answer? You can think about the answer. I'm not